pole position, Ben Mitchell in second place. Where's Gary Pearson? He's dropped back to 5th or 6th now. He lost another couple of places coming in to Brooklyn. I think John Minshaw made a little mistake there, I think. Well, he just bounced a little bit over the curve. He's still leading the race. Here comes Alex Brundle. He's got a side-by-side moment, and he's through. He's past Gary Pearson. Can he hold on to it? I think he's just about going to make it. Bit of a sideways moment on the exit, but also moving up, Danny Winstanley. Danny's flying.
He is, certainly, yeah. He's come up through Caterhams, hasn't he? He's a very quick driver, many years in Caterhams, but now decided to race E-types. And he's alongside Alex Brundle almost as they come down into Stowe Corner. I think in the end, when the camera pans round, we'll see Brundle's ahead. Yes, he is. Alex Brundle ahead of Danny Winstanley. Winstanley going for the wide line. That's not necessarily a mistake. It's quite grippy out there. And indeed, he comes up alongside as they go into the left-hander at Club Corner. Through into the right, and is that John Minshaw dropping back? It is,
so that means Alex is third.
Yeah, Alex up to third, John Minshaw down to fourth, Danny Winstanley chasing John Minshaw up the Hamilton Straight, then it's Gary Pearson, then I think it's the Julian Thomas number 92 car that's come through. That's the slightly different shape back on that car.
Yeah, come up from 12th on the grid, Julian Thomas, so he's also put in a good first lap or so. So the race leader is Nigel Greensill with an advantage of 1.2 seconds when they went across the line. But it's pretty close because behind you've got Ben Mitchell and then you've got Alex Brundle, and he is really on the pace at the moment. Although he wasn't quite as quick, he was fighting his way through some traffic. Let's see what this next lap is like. Has he got the pace to put the top two under pressure? We're about to find out. The top two are pretty close to each other. There's not a big gap between Nigel Greensill there in car number 91. Car that he is going to be sharing later on in the race. Let's see how this goes. Whereas, of course, we know Alex Brundle, a bit further back, will be sharing with Martin Brundle, but Ben Mitchell is doing the whole race on his own. He's currently in second place, and he will be doing the entire race solo. We'll have to make a pit stop, of course, as the ball is pit lane. He's getting a lot of the on the car right now. Very close. Nigel Greensill who leads, then it's young Ben Mitchell in second place. Third place is Alex Brundle. We could say young Alex Brundle because Martin Brundle, his dad, will be taking the car over. And then in fourth place it's the white car of Danny Winstanley. Indeed it is. And Greensill maintains the edge at the moment. Little wide line there for Ben, but it doesn't slow down too much. Oh, and that's a bit of more slider from David Winstanley there. There's Gary Pearson. As you say, Minshaw has dropped back a little bit now, so Minshaw finds himself down in sixth. He's under a bit of pressure actually from Miles Griffiths, I think. Then we've got Julian Thomas still running in eighth. Top 10 cars are all still pretty close to one another. We could see some changes in the order. You only need one little mistake or a little touch with another car, and you will see a very different result at the end of it. Still a reasonably long race. We've got just under 40 minutes to go, and there will be a pit stop coming up a little later on. So it's now time to settle into that rhythm. The rain is still gently falling here at Silverstone. Not much opportunity, I think, for the track. Still, you've got to change of lead. Change of lead. Ben Mitchell has found a way past Nigel Greensel. Didn't see exactly where that was. Suddenly we saw them reappearing, and Ben Mitchell has taken the lead in car number 221, but Nigel Greensel will not give up. He's a fighter, he's a racer, and he will not let that go easily, so he's sticking with him for now and trying to keep the pressure on. But well done to Ben Mitchell.
Yeah, that probably happened at Village or Loop, didn't it? Because we didn't see them through that section. I wonder whether Nigel made a little error and just ran a bit wide.
Putting the pressure on Nigel Greensel. Greensel protecting his position. As I say, Nigel nowadays drives all sorts of cars, historic cars. He's a front runner in Fun Cup. He runs the Fun Cup cars for some other drivers and does a lot of tuition and teaching to them as well. But always rapid in whatever he sits in. But at the moment he's been pushed back to second place, and he's under threat from Alex Brundle, vastly experienced GT racer, despite being a bit younger, and he's got that opportunity in the same place that Ben Mitchell got past. Nigel, he's done the same, and look at David Winstanley, he's trying a different version, although Nigel cuts back. This time, he doesn't lose the place at that location, and Winstanley now slips up the inside of Alex, who's very aware of the white car, gives it plenty of room.
Oh, very interesting. So that's a classic thing. Alex trying to get a place and actually lost one in the end. So, but they're all close together. Alex trying the tight line into Brooklyn, trying to defend against Winstanley and attack Greensel at the same time. Winstanley runs wide again. He did that down at Stoke, I think it was, and earlier on in the race, and now running outside. Outside, you actually have to cover more distance, of course, than the normal race line. You straight line a corner and take the short distance to your avoid the wide line section through the
he runs, and keep an eye on some of the battles further back as well. Too many changes in that competition as yet.
Into village they come. They do run very, very wide in the village. Every lap it looks as though they've overdone the brakes, too late on the brakes there and gone too wide, but actually that seems to be the quicker line. And the same at the loop, they're going very wide. Through Aintree, they do take the apex today, or at least Nigel Greensall did, but Alex Brundle chose to go wide through Aintree as well. They're down onto the Wellington Straight now. You can see the headlights of the lead car. Greensall doesn't have headlights, nor does the number 1 Brundle car, but Winstanley does, so that's a good way of spotting them if you're watching from trackside or watching your television screen or laptop screen, because it's very difficult to see conditions to look out which car is which.
Winstanley's getting past Alex Brundle. Look at that. He's managed to find the space again. So Alex has been pushed back down into 4th position.
That was at Aintree, took the tighter line through there. Now they're coming down the Wellington Straight, but Brundle's fighting back. He's got the inside line for Brooklands. Can he brake late enough to hold on to that? We'll see in a moment when they come through. No, he didn't. He couldn't brake late enough because the corner was much tighter than that position on track. So it's now Danny Winstanley up to 3rd place. probably told us what the problem is for Alex Brundle, because he's definitely lost a bit of pace. I think you're right, his screen is lifted up. This one doesn't seem so bad, does it? Ben Mitchell's car looks pretty clear, actually, with the screen.
Yeah, it does. Nigel's not bad either. There's lovely slide control, but it is definitely worse than the top four. The windscreen in Alex's car is really struggling to see where it's going. And there's a bit more pace now. Hopefully the windows, you can see they find to get the airflow to come